Greetings Netrunners and welcome to our look at the latest data pack in the Sand cycle, and the last one as well, the Universe of Tomorrow. First up we're looking at the runner cards, starting with Power to the People. It's an event priority, play only as your first click, and the first time you access an agenda this turn, gain 7 credits. Now 7 credits is nothing to be sneered at, but you have to actually know where there's going to be an agenda for this card to really work. Sure, you've got 3 more clicks to use for runs to try and find one, but unless you know where it is, then this is no guarantee. But then again, it is for free, so you might see some play. Next we have Surfer Program. No strength. It has 2 credits. Swap a piece of barrier ice currently being encountered with a piece of ice directly before or after it. The run continues from this new position. You are still encountering the ice. That means basically if you've got 2 layers of ice that you need to go through, and the first one's a barrier, you can use 2 credits, and then simply swap yourself into the position closest to the server, and then just finish encountering the barrier. So that could be very handy if you're getting past maybe a ice with a lot of counters on, or something else that the corpse put in your way. Next we have DDoS. Resource Virtual, 3 credits. And has Trash. The corp cannot res the outermost piece of ice during a run on any server this turn. Now that's always going to be handy, but if you think about it, if that's in the early game, when the corp may only have 1 piece of ice on each server, you basically stop them from resing any of it. And that could be amazing, to let you gain loads of early runs on. Next we have Criminal Faction and their new identity, Laramie Fisk, link strength of 0, and identity natural. The first time you make a successful run on a central server each turn, you may force the corp to draw 1 card. Now that's going to be really good, because if you're forcing the corp to draw more cards, they have to do their automatic draw at the start of each turn, which means they won't have too many cards in their hand. They'll have to discard some, and the more things that are going into archives, the more chance you might get them to throw away an agenda. Or the more chance you'll get to fill their hand with agendas. So you'll definitely hit one if you hit HQ. Next we have a card relating to Laramie Fisk, and works very well with that tactic. Event Priority, the Fisk Investment Seminar. Strength, cost of 0, and has play only as your first click. Each player draws 3 cards. Handy for restoring your hand size, and once again for overfilling the corp's hand, making them discard, or filling it with agendas. Next we have the Shapers. It's a new piece of hardware, the Bookmark. Cost of 0, and has Trash. Host up to 3 cards from your grip face down on Bookmark. You may look at these cards at any time. Click or Trash, add all cards on Bookmark to your grip. Now this is handy if you've got a couple of cards you really want to save, like say a Diesel if you want to restore your hand strength, and you're about to go on a run where you know you're going to take net damage. If you store them on this, you can just save them somewhere safe for later, and just get them back by even just clicking it, not even having to trash it. So I'd say it's going to be very handy. Next we have Vinci. Cost of 1, memory strength, cost of 1. Program, whenever you make a successful run, place 1 power counter on Vinci. Trash, install a card from your grip with an install cost equal to or less than the number of power counters on Vinci, ignoring the install cost. So if you get this into play on, say, turn 1, the cost of 1, you're putting a power counter on it every time you do a run. So by turn 6 or 7, that's going to be 7 or more power counters on it. And you can install something from your grip for no cost that would normally cost something around that amount. So I think this is a great little card to have for getting things into play cheaply. Finally, the Neutral Faction card. Cost of 1, Wireless Net Pavilion. Resource Location. As an additional cost to spend a click to trash a resource, not through a card ability, the corp must pay 2 credits. So this is very good against corp tagging decks, since it makes them have to pay now to extra to trash any of your resources if you're tagged. And getting the corp to spend credits if they haven't got that many can make them reluctant to trash your resources. Right, that's all for this time, Netrunners. Next time we'll be looking at the corp cards in this final pack of the Sand cycle. See you next time. Bye.